You go on the other side.
Go, Hailey, don't fall, don't fall. Oh my God.
You're not ready for what just dropped. Hailey Bieber just unfollowed Justin on Instagram? Yeah, let that sink in. And if that wasn't enough to make you raise an eyebrow, the internet is spiraling over leaked texts that allegedly show Justin reaching out to Selena Gomez behind Hailey's back. Emotional stuff, the kind of messages you don't just send on a whim. Now fans are connecting the dots, and what they're finding? It's messy. We're talking secret conversations, subtle shade from Kendall Jenner, and a marriage that's starting to look more like a PR contract than a real connection. And while everyone's focused on the headlines, there's something much deeper going on underneath all this. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So stick around, because what we're about to unpack might just change how you see the entire Justin, Hailey, and Selena saga. Forever.
Speaking of mistletoe, it seems that you and Selena find mistletoe everywhere you go. Y'all are, first of all, it must be nice to just finally not have to hide and run away. It must be nice that you can be open about your relationship.
It started with one simple move, but it sent shockwaves through the internet. Hailey Bieber is no longer following Justin on Instagram. Yep, gone. Just like that. And fans wasted zero time jumping in to confirm it wasn't a glitch, a mistake, or some weird algorithm issue. She really hit that unfollow button. Now here's where it gets even more suspicious. Around the same time, Justin deactivated his account, briefly, just disappeared off the grid. You don't need to be a body language expert to sense something's off. The timing? Too perfect. The vibes? Off the charts. People instantly started digging. Old interviews, paparazzi footage, fan theories, everything got thrown under the microscope. And what they started uncovering? Let's just say this wasn't a one-time argument or some random couple drama. This felt personal, but what nobody expected were the texts.
And rather than, before that in my previous relationship, I went off and just went crazy and went wild, just was, being reckless. Yeah, I got better. And so she would reach out to people that we knew.
And that's where everything really blew up. So here's where the internet lost it. Screenshots started circulating, alleged texts from Justin to Selena. And we're not talking, hope you're doing well energy. We're talking emotional bombs like, I miss the way things used to be. You'll always have a piece of my heart. Yup, those exact words. Now, whether these texts are 100% real or not, they've already lit a firestorm online. Fans are convinced this wasn't some one-off moment of weakness. They say this has been happening for a while. A secret back and forth. An emotional thread that's never really been cut. And get this, Selena supposedly didn't even respond, which made it worse, because when Hailey found them, sources say she snapped. She confronted Justin. Full meltdown. There are even rumors she gave him an ultimatum. Stop this or it's over. And honestly, can you blame her? These weren't just random DMS. They were love letter level messages that should have been buried years ago. But if you think this was the first red flag in their marriage, you're not even close. This was just the moment everything bubbled to the surface. Because behind all the Instagram smiles and coordinated outfits, this marriage, it's been hanging by a thread for a while.
And I bring it up, and she told me it's the second best thing I've ever done for. She said, almost as good as the wedding ring. And I was like, that's a lot cheaper than a wedding ring.
Yeah, a Whataburger.
To anyone paying attention, this blow-up didn't come out of nowhere. The signs have always been there. They were just hiding in plain sight. From the awkward red carpet clips where Justin looks like he'd rather be anywhere else, to Hailey's tense body language and those moments where she's basically begging for his attention, fans have been dissecting this relationship for years, and it's not looking good. Let's not forget the constant comparisons. Hailey's been accused of mirroring Selena's looks, her fashion, even her tattoos. Every time Selena does something, Hailey's next move feels a little too on-brand. That's not just coincidence, it's giving obsession, and the internet knows it. And then there's the theory that refuses to die. Hailey was the backup plan. When Justin and Selena finally called it quits, for real this time, he turned around and married Hailey fast. Like, suspiciously fast. So fast that people started whispering, was it for love or was it for logistics? Because here's the wild part. Just days after the courthouse wedding, Justin was photographed at the immigration office.
I did something that really hurt him. I did something very immature and stupid. It damaged the idea of me for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fans started speculating that the marriage may have been about more than romance. The timing? Let's just say it didn't help the narrative. But even if you don't buy into the immigration angle, One thing is clear. There's always been a difference in how Justin treats these two women. With Selena, it was fire, chaos, heartbreak. With Hailey, it's calculated, controlled, almost like it's for show. And all of this? It's been slowly unraveling for months. Selena Gomez isn't even in the relationship, and yet somehow she's always there. And that's the real problem. See, even when Selena's minding her business, fans and the media drag her name back into the spotlight every single time something cracks between Justin and Hailey. But why? Because she's not just his ex. She's the blueprint. The one that got away. The one every song still seems to be about, whether he admits it or not. Look at the music. Ghost. Anyone. Even older tracks like Nothing Like Us. All scream unfinished business. And no, we're not buying that Hailey inspired those lyrics. The emotion in those songs, that pain, it's too real. Too raw. That's not surface-level relationship fluff.
I'd say, well, I think I'm more like regimented, like I'm really on top of everything. But he's really good at, he slept with me in the hospital when I went through my situation.
Y'all gonna make me cry.
Really there for me.
That's heartbreak Justin never healed from. And Selena? She's no innocent bystander either. Not when her lyrics hit like emotional grenades. Lose You to Love Me was a breakup anthem, but it was also a funeral for whatever love they had. And yet, years later, she drops Love On, and fans immediately start decoding lines like they're in a crime lab. Even though she's now engaged to Benny Blanco, people aren't convinced she's fully moved on. There's no wedding date, no venue, no countdown, just vague interviews and cryptic social media moments. Some say she's just private, others think she's leaving space, emotionally, because part of her still hasn't closed the door on Justin completely. And for Hailey, that's the worst kind of competition. Not someone loud in public, but someone quietly unforgettable. And when your husband's heart is still half living in the past, your marriage never really stands a chance. So just when you think this triangle couldn't get any messier, enter Kendall Jenner. Because for some reason, she's always in the background of this drama, hanging with Justin, vacationing with Hailey, casually popping up in group pics like the unofficial third wheel. And fans, they've been clocking it for years.
Justin think I'm cool. Of course.
That's a lie.
Some believe Kendall's been playing both sides this entire time, besties with Hailey on one hand, yet low-key supporting Selena on the other. People caught her liking rare beauty posts, engaging with Selena-related content, and then turning around and doing photo ops with Hailey like nothing happened. That's betrayal with a side of contour. And it's not just the social media activity that's weird. There have been whispers, rumors that Kendall has always had a thing for Justin, that her whole cool big sis act is just a cover for something a little deeper, a little more territorial. It's giving frenemy, not friend. And Hailey? She might finally be realizing it. Her inner circle has gone quiet. Influencers that used to ride for her, radio silence, celebs who used to hype her up, ghosted. Even her closest friends are keeping their distance. Is it because they're over the drama? Or maybe they see the cracks too, and they don't want to be standing too close when everything falls apart. But the person falling the hardest might be Justin himself.
She went out and did things that hurt me, and so it was just this hurt. She hurt me. And then before tour, we just really stopped talking. I was really upset.
Lately, Justin just hasn't looked like Justin. He's not smiling. He's not showing up. And when he does, it's with this heavy, checked-out energy that fans can't unsee. Whether he's spotted wandering around LA solo or making rare appearances at events like Coachella looking like he barely got out of bed, the guy just seems lost. People are saying he's spiraling. And honestly, it shows. His eyes carry this sadness. Not the kind that comes from a bad day, but the kind that's been building for years. The kind that comes from regret, from feeling stuck, from watching the love of your life walk away, and realizing you built something new before you were ready. Fans have been resurfacing that old clip of him singing to Selena in a restaurant. Just him, a piano, and a look that said, "This is the one." You can't fake that. That wasn't PR. That wasn't press. That was a man in love. Compare that to now, it's night and day. He barely speaks in interviews. When Hailey posts him, the comments go wild. Blink twice if you're okay type of wild. And the thing is, this isn't all on Hailey. Justin's a grown man. He's responsible for his healing. But people can't help wondering, Is he actually happy? Or is he just coping with a life that moved way too fast? Because sometimes it's not about drama. It's about someone realizing they're in the wrong story. And if that's the case, no PR move can fix it. So after all the leaks, the unfollow, the speculation, Hailey did what a lot of celebs do when things get messy. She pivoted. Suddenly, her Instagram feed got a major glow up. Perfectly lit couple photos, sweet captions, throwback moments with Justin looking all cozy and domestic. It was giving mom and dad energy.
Hailey really empowers me and enables me to feel like, Justin, I love you for you. You are enough. And that enables me to go into my workspace and be confident and feel like I'm enough. And I think we're just learning how to navigate the relationship. I mean,
but let's be real, it also felt like damage control. And fans, they weren't buying it. Then came the TikToks. Hailey hopping on trends, doing duets, lip-syncing to songs that were a little too on the nose. People were dissecting every lyric, every glance, every outfit, wondering if these were low-key messages to Justin, or to Selena, or both. Like, girl, are you dancing or are you pleading? And here's the thing. When your relationship is already under a microscope, moves like this don't calm the storm, they fuel it. Every perfect photo, every over-edited video just makes people more convinced that something's off behind the scenes. Worse, she's been spotted without her ring again. Now, maybe that's just a style choice. Maybe it's nothing. But when you're dealing with millions of followers ready to analyze your every move, that tiny detail suddenly becomes a headline. Because at this point, fans aren't asking, is there trouble? They're asking, how long until it all falls apart? Behind the filters, the flash, and the forced smiles, things are crumbling. Sources close to the couple are saying what fans have suspected for months.
The first time we kissed, I was 17, I think.
I had been involved with him since I was 18.
Justin and Hailey's marriage is on life support. The word being whispered behind the scenes? Cold, as in barely talking. No intimacy, emotionally distant. And not just for a week or two. For months, they're rarely seen together anymore. When they are, it feels awkward, stiff, like two people playing a part they no longer believe in. Hailey's friends, quiet. Justin's energy, checked out. And the rumors, getting way too specific to ignore. Insiders claim communication between them is strained. Some say they live almost separate lives now. Hailey's working on her brand. Justin's just gone, disappearing for days at a time. Then randomly resurfacing at church or some low-key LA spot looking tired, disconnected, and done. And after those leaked texts to Selena, that might have been the last straw. Hailey's still trying, posting, smiling, holding it all together. But people are starting to wonder how long she can keep pouring into something that's clearly draining her.
And she would get like you'd hear, right? You'd hear like, oh, he's doing so well. And she would be so pissed off because she's like, he's not doing well without me.
Facts.
Yeah. Right?
Because let's be honest, you can't fix a relationship if you're constantly trying to prove it's fine. And here's the kicker. No announcement has been made yet, but fans aren't waiting. They're bracing for that Notes app breakup post, that PR statement, that sudden split confirmation that everyone saw coming. The only question now? Who's going to pull the plug first? At the end of the day, this isn't just about leaked texts or Instagram drama. It's about a love story that's been unraveling in real time, in front of millions of people. Justin may love Hailey, but the truth is, it's not the same kind of love he had for Selena. And the difference? It's loud, it's visible, and for Hailey, it's probably heartbreaking. Because how do you build a future when the past still lives rent-free in your partner's heart? How do you heal when every headline reminds you that you were never the first choice? This love triangle isn't just messy, it's haunting. And as long as Selena's name keeps echoing in the background, Justin and Hailey may never find peace, together or apart. So here's what I want to know. Do you think Justin's still in love with Selena? Will Hailey finally walk away? Or are they all just stuck in a love story that was doomed from the start? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this saga, it's far from over. And if you want more deep dives like this, hit that like button, tap subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Trust me, it gets even messier from here.